welcome back to another pickups. Yes, these aren't personal pickups. I know. Well, actually, is there? No, nothing there. These are all shop pickups. Yep, stuff we picked up for the shops over the weeks. Yeah, over the weeks or over. Yeah, over the period of 2 weeks. Nothing crazy, but it's still nonetheless stuff we've acquired for the shop. So, well, let's just get going right into it. Before we get to the games, we're going to start with two plushies. And both being Japanese. This one here, I forgot its name. It's not one I'm familiar with, but it came with the lot, so I was like, either buy one or buy them both, and I'm like, so I was like, I'll just take them both, because any of you out there knows, if you pick and choose, you're paying a little more than if you just take them all. I don't really remember this, but I do remember looking it up after I picked it up. I'm like, never mind, he's well worth picking up, and there's over 50 listings of it being sold, so I was like, yeah. And it's brand new, by the way. All of these are brand new, including this 2010 Pokemon Center Japan exclusive Umbreon. Yep. I love Umbreon a lot. I was debating on keeping this for myself, but then I'm like, I personally don't collect the small little plushies. I collect the regular sized or the large ones. So yeah. So hey, you're in luck. There's an Umbreon in stock, so you can catch an Umbreon. You know, you don't have to work on that Eevee and wait till it's night. And then we got some Atari games. Yeah. Nothing special, it's just I picked these up along with a couple other games and a bag of Beyblades, which, yeah, I'll show you. You know what? I know this is primarily gaming and stuff, but you know what? I'll show you the Beyblades. So I'm like, I'm not leaving these games behind. So we got Missile Command. Nothing special again. These are like what? $3, $4 Atari games, but if they were just going to be throw-ins for an extra $1, why not? There's always those new people that come in that are just collecting the Atari. Not many, but just starting to collect. And everyone's got to have an Asteroid. Everyone's got to have a Missile Command and a Defenders, right? These are 3 must-haves in every Atari collection. And they're cheap, because most Atari guys look for stuff between the $3 to $5 range, so, yeah. I asked if there was more Atari games. They said they sold a few of them a few weeks ago, so I'm thinking the person left these and took the better stuff, but I don't care. It's great filler for the store. And then we got, yeah, this was in that lot that I picked up with the Atari stuff and the Beyblades. Well, actually, these 4 games were in that lot. Hello Kitty and Friends. Yeah. For anyone thinking, really? This is an uncommon DS game. Now, at the time of its release, Hello Kitty was popular still. It was getting a resurgence with, you know, my generation, both the older generation of my generation and the youngers of my generation, because in the late 90s they rebrought the show and they started re-releasing a bunch of new toys. Yeah, you would think this was really good, because you look at the GameCube or the PS2. Was it PS2? Yeah, PS2 or GameCube and Wii. There was 3 Hello Kitty games, right? Very popular, toys everywhere, but apparently on the DS, this was uncommon because it didn't sell as well. Look at that, as well. And now, for you DS collectors, Not that you're gonna pay up, it's just uncommon game. I know. If it's uncommon, I'll pick it up. As long as it's not a sports title. Anyhow, then we got the Hitman Absolution. Only one PS3 game. I was like, cause when I went there because I went there. What was it for? Oh yeah, I saw the ad for Atari games, and they were dirt cheap, right? And I was like, do you have any other games? And this is what they pulled out. Yeah. Come to find out that these were the only Atari games left. But we got done on the PS2. Because when I asked them, this is what they pulled out, and I'm like, screw it, I'll take what I can, because the price was good. And then GoldenEye 007. Yeah. And then within that, they also had another add-up for Beyblades. That's where I also like, hey, I'll take your Beyblades as well. It's a bag full of Metal Fusion, Rippers, launchers, and Beyblades. The price was very good. That's why I took these as well. And, you know, Beyblades do well. They do not very well, but they do well enough for me to pick up. Now, do I normally pick up Beyblades? No. So don't go around messaging me and expecting, because I've got, all of that. I've got a box full of Gen 1s and Gen 2s. I've got way too many Beyblades, so it's not something I'll pick up unless it's dirt cheap, right? Now we're moving on. I got a PS3 DVD Blu-ray remote. This one, I don't even remember where this came from. I just know that I got it. Not expensive. It's just, I don't remember where I got it from. And sticking with PS3, we got a sealed copy of Rayman Origins. Yep. Not an expensive game because they re-released Rayman's Origins on PS4 and Switch. But the seal market is hot right now. And, well, I mean, why not? If you're not looking to spend a lot of money on seal games, but looking for seal game, and it's a great game too. And we got here PS1, Sammy Sosa Softball Slam. Yeah, I know I said earlier about sports titles. This one was in a whole bunch of, what was it in? Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of VHS. Like I got a whole wackadoodles of VHS, and inside there was this and a Spyro empty case. Like there was no game in it. If the game wasn't Spyro, I would have, but it was an empty case and this. I was like, okay. And we got the orange box on 360. Well, Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Team Fortress 2 and Portal. Yeah, the orange box. Now, the PS3 version is the more desirable one, but they always sell. And then we got a whole wackadoodles of PS4 titles here. And let's go through them. We got Alien Isolation. Now, these are nothing expensive. It's just, if the price is right, always good to fill up the PS4 selection, because I don't have a whole lot of PS4 games in stock. Like, I'll say this, even if I do have a good amount, because they sell relatively decent, it ends up coming down. So stuff like this is good to fill up. It's not like I've got over 200 plus PS4 titles, and every week I'm getting over 100 plus brand new releases. Then at that point, I don't need these fillers, right? But if these stuff are cheap, I pick them up. But yeah, Alien Isolation, Skyrim VR. Any VR right now I would pick up because I actually don't have any VR games in stock. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. Mafia 3. Mass Effect Andromeda, Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition VR. I actually didn't know that they made a VR for Star Wars, but come to think of it, it makes sense to do VR for Battlefront, and then Battlefront 2. Well, yeah, that's everything. Oh, also, within this, the PS4 lot that I picked up, there was a whole bunch of Game Boy and SP games in that. But as per usual, because they're older Nintendo, they thought it was worth crazy dollars. So I'm like, no, thank you. And then there was with the was it with the? No, it was also with the PS4 and the Game Boy SP stuff, which they wanted way too much. There was a Darth Vader Atari 2600. I wanted to pick that up for myself personally because I actually collect Atari consoles. I have a 4-switch original wood grain. I have a Junior. I have a 7800. I'm still looking for a 6-switch and the Darth Vader. So they had the Darth Vader. They said no plugs, no controllers, nothing. And I'm like, all right, beautiful. That's how I want it because I'm going to display them. I play with my 7800, but I display these, so I don't need plugs. I don't need extra controllers. Now, I did a quick research to see, does the Darth Vader version have a different controller? No. So I'm like, perfect. The console's worth on its own $40 on its own. Let's take it. I was willing to pay retail for it, $40. But then somebody walks over and goes, I'll give you $60. And I'm like, really? And then they said, no, we want $100. And I'm like, really? No plugs, no controller. And I even asked, has this been tested? They like, how could we test it if it had no plugs or anything? So I struck out on that, but yet somehow on these they wanted peanuts on the dollar. So I was like, okay, sure, whatever. I mean, anyways, yeah. So yeah, I said that story because after I saw that Darth Vader console, I'm on the lookout for a Darth Vader console. Yes, no plug, no controller, I don't care. I'm just this. Anyways, that's everything I picked up for the shop. Nothing is from me. I'm not keeping any of this stuff. So yeah. Anyways, as always, remember, hit that like button if you like the video. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Hit the bell button to turn on notification when we upload new videos. And yes, I'm talking about the store. I am still in the process of actually working towards the store front. Yes. Oh, and also, Barry Game Exchange, September 18th. I have gotten my tables. And they're in a new location, a much bigger location this time. So looking forward to that. So keep an eye out for that in the coming months. Anyways, as always, enjoy life. Keep on collecting. And we'll see y'all for another video.